quick, off the top of your head, name some of the things the character Sheldon Cooper does that make you laugh. The 3 knocks on the door, having to sit in the exact same spot on the couch every time, having to eat the same thing on the same day of the week. Right. The routines and the extreme reaction when they're broken can also be signs of autism. Now, we don't know if the character Sheldon Cooper has autism. When I reached out to CBS and Big Bang Theory reps for confirmation, they told me producers were not available to comment at this time. But as I learned, that doesn't matter to many on the spectrum and their loved ones, as long as it gets the conversation started.
I look at it as, you know what, if somebody comes up to me and says, oh, Brian has autism, does he do like what young Sheldon did? It's a conversation starter, and I can say, no, he didn't do this, but here's what he did, or here's what they had in common. And 5-10 years ago, that conversation starter wasn't even there.
In fact, 5-10 years ago, when most folks would meet Kate Hooven's son Ryan, who has autism, the connection they usually made was to Rain Man, a movie from 1988 about a man with autism and his brother. So imagine the Cumberland County mom's excitement 11 years ago when she tuned into a brand new comedy on CBS that featured a character with similar behaviors as her son.
Benny.
Hey,
Sheldon Cooper, a young man who was highly intelligent with a successful job.
Good evening. I'm your guest lecturer, Dr. Sheldon Cooper.
Friends.
How many times have we banded together to try to save a show that we love?
Eventually a girlfriend.
I'm excited to work with my boyfriend. It's going to be romantic.
But is a little quirky and rigid in his routine. Heck, this is just what the social acceptance doctor ordered. And it was something her son Ryan could relate to, at least in some areas, like eating dinner.
Brown rice, not white?
Yes.
You stop at the Korean grocery and get the good hot mustard?
Yes.
You pick up the low sodium soy sauce from the market?
Yes.
Good.
So to see those other characteristics, whether it's Sheldon knocking 3 times and, you know, Ryan having to eat Velveeta shells and cheese 4 nights a week, those routines and rituals, okay, yeah, maybe his diet should be better. Maybe he shouldn't be knocking on the door 3 times, but it doesn't make him weird. It makes him just different.
It also makes for lots of laughs and apparently success in television. This year alone, there have been 3 releases on mainstream media featuring characters on the spectrum, including Sesame Street, which debuted Julia, the first Muppet with autism.
Yes, Sheldon?
Per the student dress and grooming code, this boy's hair is too long.
And then there's young Sheldon, tonight on CBS 21. But again, Sheldon Cooper's character has not been given an official diagnosis. And it's not something that everyone agrees should happen. In this article on the Autism Support Network website, The Problem with Sheldon Cooper and the Cute Autism, author Lydia Netzer, a mother of a son on the spectrum, writes in part, while Sheldon Cooper's friends on the Big Bang Theory are often exasperated and annoyed, they never shun him because Sheldon never crosses the line into causing true offense and hurt. The writers carefully keep Sheldon just on this side of being awful. That is a high bar to set for autistic people in the real world. And therein lies the rub, attention versus accuracy. With the spectrum disorder, is accuracy even possible? There's a saying in the autism community, if you've met one person with autism, you've met
One person with autism.
Dauphin County mom Emily Nelson knows firsthand how different individuals with autism can be. I caught up with her after she dropped her daughter off at the Vista School in Hershey, a private school for kids with autism. The CDC has the prevalency rate of autism in this country right now as 1 in 68, but it's higher for boys, 1 in 42. So for Emily, all these characters in mainstream media help with awareness and acceptance, but to her, the next step would be more female characters.
With the amount of attention and awareness that's being brought to autism, more and more girls are being diagnosed, are being included, and I think it can certainly only help to have more female characters portrayed and showing what autism is like for girls as well as boys.
Again, CBS isn't commenting on whether Sheldon Cooper has autism, but Kate Hooven thinks an official diagnosis might provide more understanding to young adults on the spectrum.
I have met so many individuals who are diagnosed later in life as an adult, and it is a relief because they have gone their entire adulthood not knowing why this relationship didn't work, why this job didn't work, and having that understanding. And I would like to see if Sheldon got that diagnosis, if there would sort of be an aha moment in his life going, oh, this explains a lot.
Sherry Christian, CBS 21 News.